What's going on, guys? Rad-I-Nation here for the third installment of the SoundSwitch tips and tricks and shit. If you haven't watched the first two, go back and watch them. If not, just watch them. Give me some extra views, please. Like, subscribe, whatever. Help me make some extra money, please. Because SoundSwitch sure as shit ain't paying me for this. So, part 3. What we're going to do is we're going to take a hell of a show for it, using all the tips and tricks and shit that I've already showed you. I can't do the automation or the AutoScript on this track. Trust me, it don't work. It's 1 minute long. There are no different variations, no different segments of this track for it to differentiate between. I about struggled saying that word, so let's continue. I'm going to show you a tip, but I'm not going to use it in the final show at the end of this video. It's just more or less an effect that helps you from creating more positions than you need and getting the most out of them. I may do this, I may not. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to... So once we have our moving heads selected, we're going to create a position override. And as you've seen, it basically blacked out that one section. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little cool here. I'm going to take up center, put it there. So after you created an override, what you're going to do is you're going to highlight just one of the tracks. I'm going to do position chase, and I want up center and center line. Shit, it's not what I wanted. I didn't want it that. I wanted it more frequent and more of a snap instead of a fade. How you do a snap, it's kind of fun. I'm going to show you right now. Watch. So, to do the snap type look, we're going to go up center. We're going to take that in twice. We're going to do center line. We're going to do that twice. We're also going to put it on a fourth count. So now you see it looks like this. This is where some tedious work's going to come into play, but trust me, it's going to look cool. You're going to take this. Basically what you're going to do is every other one of these cues, you're going to take it and you're going to drag it. Take and drag. So when you're looking at it, it looks like we've got up, center, but what's really happening is we're taking this cue here, moving it literally right on top of the other one, so it goes the quickest fade time in between. I would normally copy and paste, but since this is a very short track, I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, so we got that done. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually, since I said copy and paste, we're actually going to copy and paste. So I want 1 and 3 to be the same. And then 2 and 4 to be the same. So cool, now we got that. Like I said, it don't look very impressive at all on screen, but stick to the end, it'll look very cool. Alright, so I'm going to do a little color editing on my moving heads here. I'm going to cut this portion out because it's not going to be cool. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I don't like strobing usually at 100%. I prefer strobing at about 95-ish, definitely on my moving heads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste. So pretty much what I'm going to do is like an inside out effect. So actually I told you wrong. We're doing one odds and evens. So we're going to go so right here where that shuts off, well, like there's no sound, I'm just going to create an override. And what that's going to do is just going to bring our dimmer down to 0. And since this same pattern keeps happening with the sound, again, just copy and pasting our strobe. Alright, so I'm done with my moving heads and moving on to kind of a cool little hack, if you want to say, or whatever, and it's involving a color fade. So I like to use my master track sometimes as a workspace, and I'm going to show you a very, very cool idea with a color fade. Now you can take this color fade if you want, or color transition, and do it from one, just like so, and then you can, toss on a, there we go, forward chase, thank you. Alright, so as you kind of see, what this is going to do is it's basically going to alternate between those two colors, and it's going to dim it, and so when it's kind of pulsating like that, you're going to see the color slowly fade. Let's take this a step farther. What we can do is we can go where it would be off, and we can cut those out. Alright, so now that we have just our colors, I'm going to delete the dimmer. So now we have this, which you can use your dimmer chases to get this effect. Alright, now since we got this, we're going to make this look more intricate, a lot more cooler. You can, if you want, just throw a color in between, like white, if you wanted. It's whatever. But here's where all these previous things I've talked about are going to come into play. We're going to do a color fade down here. Complementary of red is green, and then complementary of blue is obviously yellow. You know what? There we go. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is we're going to take these sections, and now we're going to do like that. So that will basically have two fading effects kind of going on at the same time. Alright, so give me a minute. There it is. So as you can see, we start this entire fade between really two different fades and kind of breaking it up. Like I said, this took me a while to do, but what you can do is if you wanted to repeat this later on in the track, just copy and paste it, and there you go. Now you've got a cool little effect. Again, copying, pasting, the most powerful thing in this software. Alright, so the next little tip here that I'm going to show you is how to make a random pulsating effect not repeat itself. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do an intensity chase. We're going to do random chase 2. We're going to go at 8s. And I'm just going to do just a small section here. So what I'm looking for is basically looking for duplicates. And when I'm talking about duplicates, I'm talking basically, back-to-back portions right here. Copy one of those and then we'll paste it later. Then I'm just going to take this and then toss it on another unit or fixture. So now I don't have any repeating back-to-back pulses. So as you can see, that's actually not going to work. If you see here, there's a spike here and a spike here. When you copy it, you're going to have a double. So that's not going to work. So we're just going to move that one right quick. Again, just take that down. Put it up top. And this actually just so happened to work out that every time this there we go. Alrighty, so now that we got that little issue fixed, we just copy and paste our way down the rest of our timelines and done. You can clone a venue, right click the venue, duplicate. Easy. But here's the issue. Script, no script. Script, no script. But copy, unless you want to copy and paste everything, it's not worth it. So here's my solution. As a mobile DJ, I've got 4 different setups for lights. I have a set of lights that go every time with me, from the first lighting package all the way up to the big lighting package. And they're my VPARs, 4 of my VPARs, 2 of my Ultra Hex, and 2 of my Ultra Hex bars. All 8 of those units always go with me if I'm running lights when I DJ. So here's my tip. Just program those lights on every song, and along with all your other lights. And yeah, so what? Your show is not, or that song is not going to look the best that it could be, but oh well. My opinion, they should have paid and got the full light show. I'm not going to go off on a tangent on that one though. But you can clone it. There's really no point in it, because then if you do, you'll delete these. Do what you want, guys. The only issue that I kind of see is then you're just going to be eating up a lot more of your memory, making more venues. I don't see a reason why. I've got a test setup venue that I do to test fixtures and junk whatnot periodically. I'll eventually make one for a nightclub that I'm going to hopefully start DJing at. But other than that, I'm not going to worry about it. If it's up to y'all. If you got the memory, go for it. I got a terabyte on this laptop, and between all the music and all the other software I got, and it's starting to crap out on me, I can't afford right now to start making extra venues. Alright guys, last little pro tip here, and then I'm going to end this video trying to make it quick, I promise. When you get a song done, go in your comments, type done, make a smart crate, and in the rules, make sure the comment contains the word done. Hit save, and then it'll make you a smart crate with all the light shows that you have done. That way, if you're at a gig or something and you're wanting to play something, your next song, and you want to make sure it has a light show, you can pull it from here, and then just organize your trait how you normally do it, BPM, key, whatever. So you kind of get the point. This also works for Virtual DJ and Engine Prime as well. We've got 162 songs. Could be better.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Alright guys, so till next time, Rad-I-Nation signing off.